Pew, 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 pew. Rogue Dead Guy Ale Chocolate Stout. Do you like chocolate with your beer? I sure do. And without chocolate in my life, beer is meaningless. So get your Rogue Dead Guy Chocolate Ale today at a supermarket near you.
God damn. God damn.
Guys, I hate to tell you, that was perfect.
This episode is not really brought to you by this beer. Nobody likes us.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 29 of the Hella Average Games Cast. Like every week, I'm your co-host Cam, and alongside I've got Jeremy today. What's up, buddy?
Man, I am just ready for Christmas to come and go.
Come and go? Why do you want it to go
Don't
for?
be a Grinch.
No, I
Bah
used
humbug.
used to fucking love Christmas, then I had to start working.
Yeah, that's always puts a damper on it.
We have been some grouches when it comes to holidays this year.
Oh, we can't all have it easy like you, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did. I changed, it did a career change. I'm 28 years old, so I'm excited about that, fellas.
So
It'll be a whole
we're
new
excited
world.
for you.
It'll be a whole new world, man. I'll have the weekends off. I'll be able to do shit like a real human being. It's pretty fucking cool.
And then you won't have to cut 2 pounds of chicken into little pieces.
You're right.
Let's go.
Oh, man. It's going to be beautiful. And yet I still get to talk to you fucks every single week.
That's
Well, I mean, we tried to get that changed, but it didn't go through. HR didn't like it.
that's the true meaning of Christmas. It's talking to
In
us
case you
fucks
didn't
every
know,
week.
that's Carmen's voice over there. What's happening, buddy?
Man, I'm hanging in there. I got one more day this week, and then I don't go back till Tuesday.
What you doing? You just
So-
taking a little vacation, or what's up with that?
I'm just taking some time for Christmas. Gonna go see the in-laws. Gonna spend some time up there. Come back home. Spend some time with my family. And then back at it till New Year's. And then I get a long weekend. You're coming down to see me, you and Michelle. So I'm super stoked.
Fuck
Gonna be a good time.
Yeah. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, man. We're gonna rage at my house, which probably means we're gonna sit on the couch and watch television and drink.
That's our definition of raging the older we get.
It's tearing
Yeah.
it up.
Watching like Vine compilations on YouTube.
Yeah. Let's
Uh,
go.
So we all know why we're here. We do this every week without fail. It's time to talk about some video games. So who wants to start us out? Carmen, you want to do it this week?
Yeah, I can kick us off with what we've been playing. So, what I've been playing. I haven't had a chance to get back into Wolfenstein, which I've been regretting, but I've been crushing it in some Rocket League. I'm getting better at that every day. Me and Will have been playing the fuck out of that. And then I've been playing Destiny again, and I'm having a real good time. I'm running in raids, I'm doing events, I'm getting loot, I'm powering back up. Game is crisp, even though they're running into a few mistakes here and there. Other than that, that's about it. I mean, I'm on my phone a lot, so, Clash Royale, Tap Titans, things like that are still relevant. What about you? What have you been playing?
Oh, wow, switching it up. So, what did I play this week? I had like a lot of shit going on this week. Had a couple of job interviews, and then I moved from my old apartment, downsized into a 1-bedroom. It's just me and Michelle now. We don't have a roommate no more. R.I.P. Andrew. And so we just now started getting settled. Like, I've got this fucked up setup right now, but I did have some time once we got settled down. I started Darksiders 2. The Definitive Edition, I think it is. And that game is fucking fun. Like, I don't know, picture God of War with the loot system and puzzles.
Also, don't forget Prince of Persia style platforming.
Yeah, platforming like Prince of Persia. You gotta see where there's like ledges and vines, and you pick up like these explosive bombs and throw them at shit. It's pretty cool. I'm being like right past the first area. I'm about 3 hours into it, I think.
Yeah, I knew you'd like it. This was like a game I thought was right up your alley.
Oh yeah, right up my alley. Like kind of like hack and slash mechanics, really cool combos, and you like see certain weapons. Like one's a slow ass hammer, or you can get like fast ass claws. It just varies depending on your play style.
But speaking of, which path are you going down development wise? Are you going down like the Necromancer route, which is your magic base, or are you going down the Reaper route, which is your strength base?
So full disclosure, I've been a necromancer for a long time now.
Hell yeah,
Played
man.
a necromancer back in the day in EverQuest. I mean, any chance I get, I'm playing a necro.
That's what I went to.
So that's what I'm doing in this one.
Summon those zombies and flocks of crows. It's fucking tits.
Yeah, right now I've got the zombies, and they're fucking just insane. Every time they hit, they regen my magic for me. It's sick.
All I can say is level those bastards up. Best you can. They're really helpful.
So what else? So I did that for a little bit. I'm really digging that. I played some Call of Duty. They released Gun Game, and I don't know if y'all ever played it, but Gun Game's like the old school mode that they started. I think like Black Ops is when it first came out. I can't remember, but I think it was Black Ops. But what it is you start out with everybody starts with the same gun, and every time you kill somebody, you move to the next gun. And I think there's 16 or 17 of them. So they're like you'll start out with a SMG, then you'll go to I don't know, a rocket launcher, then a shotgun. And you got to cycle through every single gun to win the game.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a fun concept.
Yeah, and it seems a little different in this one. Like, I feel like there's different attachments on different guns and shit, which is a little different spin on it than it used to have. So that's pretty cool. Played a little bit of that. And then that's really about it. I don't think I picked up anything else. Because I've been so busy. Yeah, I just kind of stuck around with that. I think I'm really getting into Darksiders, which is pretty cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, Jeremy, what you got for us?
I actually made some big strides this week. I completed South Park.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. So you were pretty close to the end then.
I think
Did you just grind it out?
I think last time I talked to you guys, I was probably about 2/3 of the way through. I believe. Yeah, I was a little over. Not quite 3/4, but over halfway. But yeah, it was pretty damn good. There were some really good fights. There were, in my opinion, like 2 final boss fights, if that makes sense. And I really liked the first one, but I didn't like the second one, which was the actual final fight, because it was towards the end they kind of went for like these gimmicky fights. Like, you'll have, like, oversized bosses, and you have to do, like, the specific thing to damage them. And the final fight was like a normal fight, but if I said too much, it's going to really spoil it. But let's just say you really just have to kind of just write it out. Like, it's not...
spoil here. You don't spoil.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not one of those where you can just, like, level up and just beat the shit out of the final boss. You really just have to wait for the story to play out, basically. And it kind of got annoying at the end. I understand. I got the joke. I was like, okay, that's funny, but let me fucking just kill them. I mean, come on. But, man, the story was fucking funny as shit. I like that it finally gets to open up, and, like, you have to choose what powers you want early on, and then later on towards the end of the game, it just opens up all the powers. You can mix and match and just make whatever build you want. You got to have everyone in your team. I ended up I kept using the same 3 over and over again. I used Toolshed, who was Stan, Wonder Tweak, which is Tweak, and I used Mosquito, which was Craig.
So do you get, like, since they open up all the powers at the end, are you pretty OP at that point?
You are, but at the same time, you can only have 3 base powers and 1 ultimate power equipped. You can choose whatever ones you want, but there's so many good ones, you kind of have to balance yourself out. Like, I gave myself 1 heal spell. I gave myself like a long-range multi-attack spell, and I gave me another one that allowed me to, like, do some wicked melee damage up close. And my ultimate was one that hit a wide radius, didn't do a bunch of damage, but hit enemies with a shit ton of stats effects. So, like, they lose their turn, they'd be shocked, and they'd be, like, grossed out and, like, lose HP and stuff. Pretty good to help, buy me some extra time and some more turns.
That sounds so fucking sick. I can't wait to play this game.
I really recommend it. I was surprised how long it was. I didn't check my in-game clock, but I would say it was at least 40 hours I was playing.
That sounds like a meaty, good size game.
The only real issue I'm having is now that I beat the game, there's really nothing to do. It does send you back to the, like, South Park, and I guess you can complete any side quests you have left, but the only thing I have left is finding Tweak and Craig Yowie fan art and collecting Big Gay Al's cats. But
Are you
there's
gonna,
only
are you going to go back and do that or what?
well, there's only one cat left. I'd have to look up a guide to find out where to find it. And the Yowie stuff, I guess the rewards aren't really that great. It's just like some extra costumes every now and then or materials. But once I got a look I wanted, I rarely ever changed costumes, and materials I'm just maxed out on. I got 999 of every like crafting component. So
Got to get that platinum trophy.
that's a good point. Well, no, I'd have to replay the game on the hardest difficulty again as a black character to get at least one trophy.
Wow.
Sounds
What
like
else?
a series for Select Start.
What? I'm playing on the hardest difficulty on South Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Fuck it. Why not?
There'll be 400 episodes, but be funny as shit.
We'll just have to bundle them a lot bigger. We'll have to do them in hours instead of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, bring your popcorn and strap the fuck in because you got shit to watch. So what else have you been playing, Jeremy? Or did that pretty much take up your whole time?
That pretty much took my whole time. I'm actually going to dive back into Final Fantasy 15 and finish that up. I actually downloaded the DLC. They released the newest one this week, episode Ignis, and they're only $5, so I went ahead and downloaded Gladio, Prompto, and Ignis.
Oh, nice. Cool. So you're going to go through and play all those?
Yeah, I heard that Gladio was okay, Prompto was good, but they said Ignis was fantastic. They said not only did it improve a lot of features of the game, but it also answered a whole bunch of questions, cleared up some plot holes, and even gives an alternate ending that they said is even better than the ending that's in the game.
I remember a few weeks ago when we talked about it, I think that I said like this is supposed to be the best one or like do like the biggest one. I can't remember what I said and you didn't know about it.
Well, they did say it was 4 hours. So
Yeah, so
for
yeah, I
4
heard it
hours
was pretty
for $5.
meaty. It was pretty good.
Yeah, 4 hours for $5. It's worth my time.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention I was playing Injustice too. I've still been grinding that end game. It's pretty fun.
Oh, I thought you beat it already.
I did
yeah,
beat
yeah,
it, but
yeah,
I'm
you
doing
s-
the end game stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you were grinding for Blue Beetle.
Yeah. Still doing Blue Beetle. I think I got level 17, maybe. So that all we've been playing. Did I cover everything on that front? Yeah. All right.
I got
all right.
nothing else.
Well, unfortunately, this week the new release front's pretty slow. Nothing too major. Then there's like a lot of DLC that came out, so we're just gonna probably skip right over it. I'll have the shit up probably, or at least by the time this is out, the new releases will be up. So head over to www.helloaveragegaming.com, helloaveragegaming.com, and make sure you click that news tab, and you'll see all the new releases this week, as usual. We've been staying on top of that lately. I applaud ourselves for that. But we got some news that we need to go over. And where better to start than Atari? Old Atari. I think we mentioned it towards the end of the episode last week. The Atari box pre-orders were going to start the day after we recorded. Well, guess what? They still haven't started. Yup.
I'm so heartbroken. I can't believe it.
What do you mean it hasn't started yet?
It is a failure to launch, my friend. I don't know. Call Atari and find out. They couldn't. I don't know. Maybe they're too focused on speaker hats.
My pre-order bot's going to waste right now.
This is the darkest day in American history right here. This is my 9/11.
Is this thing going to get off the ground?
How will I play Atari games and mid-tier PC titles now? There's just no other way, except for the Atari box.
Unless you want to play PUBG.
It's buzzing.
I don't know that this thing's going to catch any traction.
It's going to launch.
You think so?
Without a doubt.
I don't know. This is sounding an awful lot like the Coleco Chameleon scam that happened last year.
I'm not
I
familiar.
think you told me about that last year.
Yeah, it was this company. It was these two guys who were they bought the Coleco name and they were trying to release a retro console called the Coleco Chameleon, and everyone was getting all hot and bothered for it. And then they showed it at one of the game shows, and people realized that it was basically just hobbled together from an old Super Nintendo. It was just one big fucking scam, and they got busted for it. And they they quickly took all the pictures down, and they canceled their quick starter, and they tried to rebrand it as something else. And in the end, they ended up just never releasing the damn thing, and I think some people lost their money. But yeah, this is kind of going the same way. They're canceling at the last second. They're giving really vague answers as to why. They say they were missing some key component, for what they had. I'm like, you're telling me you can't you have the thing already made, right? What key component are you missing? The motherboard?
Money.
Yeah.
I think the key component is money.
I think you're right. The key component is no one was backing this thing.
I think they were going to sell, unfortunately.
I'll actually be surprised if this comes out.
We'll have to keep our eyes on it, but my money's on it comes out. And it's not going to be great, obviously. It's going to play mid-tier games like PUBG. And, yeah, it's going to be it. And Pong.
I'm always definitely going to play Pong. I'm 50-50. I'm half and half. It'll either come out and suck ass, or it will never see the light of day.
That'd be some shit if it never sees the light of day, like we were saying. All this hype that surrounded it, they were showing it off everywhere. I mean, hell, they showed this thing off at E3, didn't they? Or right after E3.
I don't think there was any hype for it.
I mean, I feel like there was some hype. I feel like it caught a buzz around the gaming community. All the major outlets were picking it up.
Yeah, it just came out at a time when Nintendo was dropping the SNES Classic. We're in this era where these retro things are a huge success, so why not try to play off of that? It's like if you don't think Sega is trying to cook up their same thing other than the fucking Boo Boo the Fool one that's out, like, everybody's going to want to do this.
Thing is, though, Atari, I'm not doubting is trying to play on that, but they're doing it so fucking stupid. You could have just released a $60 Atari box with just a fucking ton of Atari games, made bank. That'd been it.
Make the controller cord longer. Make it longer than the SNES Classic controller so you can actually sit on your couch and play fucking Pong on your HD TV.
Or just
1080p.
make it wireless.
Well, that too. I mean, if you really want to go all out, but for $60, that's a stretch.
That's true, yeah.
Here's what I think they should do, guys. I think they should let At Games license out the Atari names.
They've
already done that.
Good piece of hardware.
They already did that, though, man.
Yeah, I know.
Me and my brother, we were walking through a store while we were Christmas shopping this past weekend, and he stops at the fucking display with the Sega and the Atari. He was like, "Oh, these look cool." I was like, "They're bags of shit." He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, they fucking suck."
Does he not listen to our podcast?
Second person you told that to, Carmen.
Yeah, I'm telling everybody. As soon as it happened. Oh, it happened when I was picking up. I don't remember what game was I picking up.
You're picking up SNES Classics.
You said the
I was
dude
picking up the
line.
classics. Yeah, the dude in line said the same thing, and I was like, "Dude, they're bags of shit. Don't buy them."
You're like, trust me, I have a podcast.
Trust me. I talk about video games.
We got our ear to the ground. I think we're pretty knowledgeable.
I don't really like to put my ear in the dirt. That's how you get an infection.
I don't care. Just don't take away my speaker hats, man. That's all I care about.
Bro, one of those hats looks sick as fuck.
Dude, they're cool, man. Like I'm kind of serious. Like I'm not gonna buy one, but the concept is pretty fucking cool.
That's like some 80s shit right there.
It is.
It's like cool in like what the fuck way.
I mean, I think Atari's got the right idea at this point. Just license their shit out. I mean, they licensed it, I think,
to be
for
licensed out? It's like who the fuck wants to play Atari? Name one game on Atari you want to play right now.
Pong.
Yeah, that was real convincing.
Boxing.
Super convincing. Keep going. Carry on.
Frogger. Yar's Revenge.
Sell it to me, guys. Sell it to me. I'm waiting.
Pong Ultimate HD Edition. Okay. All right. I'm I don't know. Fuck me.
See, you can. Nobody can sell it to you.
That Kool-Aid game. Beat Boop.
Is that just like the Kool-Aid man busting through the screen, going, "Oh yeah!"
That would have been cooler than what it actually was.
I'm scared to even ask.
It's just a Kool-Aid man drinking Kool-Aid.
Oh my god,
dude,
nice.
that was the dark time of gaming. He was
drinking himself.
No, he's drinking.
Now, is that masturbation or is that suicide?
It's not gay. It's masturbation.
Huh. It walks a fine line, I think. You want to talk about a good video game?
What's that?
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Oh fuck yes.
All right, so we've got the info for all your eardrums. If you pre-order this bad boy, you get access to the beta on January 13th. God, I can't talk today.
14th. Get on the 14th.
January 13th, you get access to the beta. Everywhere else to the public is open January 14th starting at 3 a.m. And this is only on the Xbox and the PS4.
Correct. It's not on PC.
Yeah, not on PC. Now, this beta is going to end January 16th, and the game releases 10 days later on the 26th.
Hype.
This is like the hella average, most hype fighting game ever. So, I don't think we can recommend this game enough. We love us some Dragon Ball Z over here. We love us some Gokus and Vegetas.
Also, they dropped a new trailer this week with 3 new characters.
Yep, we got Goku Black, Hit, and Beerus.
Beerus. Lord Beerus.
Some cool gameplay there. Also, they announced there's this new like combo system they're having. So it's called the Shenron combo or the Shenron system.
No, it's called the Shenron combo thingy. Get it right.
Yes, the Shenron combo thingy. I've got to refer to my notes. I'm sorry. It's actually the Shenron chain combo thingy, as we've so kindly dubbed it. So here's what happens. You put together a long chain, a meter fills, you get a Dragon Ball. You get all the Dragon Balls, you do enough combos, and Shenron's going to come in your screen like, BAM, motherfucker! And he's going to grant you 1 of 4 wishes. You're going to be able to get full health. You can pick to get a full Kai or full Ki. You can pick to have like your stuff continuously like refill, I guess at a faster rate, or you can revive a down teammate to 50%. All of these sound like game changers.
It sounds like a kill streak bonus.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's got to be executed like to where it doesn't break the game up. Like you can't have to sit on the menu like for so long. It's like you need to make a decision fast. Like you need to know what's going to happen when the Dragon Balls pop.
I guarantee it's going to be like a timer that pops up. You got like 5 seconds to pick something.
And
yeah, I bet you can only do it once.
Easily. Yeah, I hope it's only one time.
Yeah, I can easily see like you're trying to play the game and you get to the final boss and he just beats the shit out of you and keeps summoning Shenron over and over again, refilling his health, and you're just getting fucking infuriated.
It's like you dropping rocks on me.
Exactly. Only less funny.
Yes.
Yeah, like your dick jokes.
My dick jokes are hilarious. I rap. You like my raps about it.
I'm really excited about this because it's like anytime they put in like new mechanics to a game, I kind of get like, oh, I want to try this. I want to do this. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool little thing.
I think
it's going to be dope.
I think this has potential to be possibly an esport.
It's the art style and the gameplay looks like it definitely could be.
Because I mean, Arc System Works makes some deep ass fighting games, and
who is that? What do they do?
Guilty Gear and Blaze
Guilty
Blue.
Gear. Okay, I figured that's what it was. That makes sense. But neither one of those are in the esports scene, are they?
It's because they're not widely known. Take something like Dragon Ball, which is widely known and very popular. Mix that with the deep fighting system of Arc System Works, and you might have a potential combatant there, motherfucker.
I don't think it will.
I'm hoping. I
mean, yeah, it's a stretch. I think it's hard to break into that scene, and despite the fact that I think this game's going to be phenomenal, I don't think it's going to be at that level.
If PUBG can get in it, anyone can.
Yeah, the hype train has to be there. Cam as the conductor.
Yeah, when I found that on Twitter, I think my actual tweet was, how many times can you honk the horn on the hype train? So I'm conducting my ass off over here for some DBZ doggies.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. It looks fantastic. But we got a little bit of Friday the 13th action too this week. That game came out. It was a hot bag of ass. I mean, you couldn't play online. You couldn't get into lobbies. There was nothing you could do.
I thought you could play online and get into lobbies.
When it first released, no. I don't think you could.
Okay. I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure it was
shit.
When it first released. I'm pretty sure it was just a broken piece of shit.
It was broken, but it was still playable if I can remember correctly.
You would know better than me. I just thought that they said it was just basically unplayable.
Oh yeah, it wasn't good. It was PUBG worthy.
Okay, so but they stuck with this title. I mean, they kept doing their updates. They did their due diligence, and the game went from being kind of disappointing to now it's like a really well received continuous game. Well, they did a really cool thing with it. Major update came out, and now you can play offline with offline bots. So, you don't want to jump online with a guy telling you that he just fucked your mom. Just play offline and do a little bit of relaxing.
See, this will also be good, too, because it helps you practice as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's plenty of times when I'm like waking up in the mornings and I want to drink my coffee and I don't want to get online and deal with all this shit. I just like to chill and play like an offline game. And this would be a prime example.
Now, I haven't had a chance. I did download the update. I haven't had a chance to try it yet, but I'm hoping it lets you choose if you want to be like a counselor or Jason. Because I really want to be able just to choose to be Jason.
Now, have you played it online yet?
No, I haven't even opened it up yet. I just have all my automatic updates set. I saw it pop up with a bunch of other updates.
I'd be interested to know kind of how it goes.
Well, now that I can play offline, I can probably check it out and let y'all know.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. We'll talk about it. Play it and let us know what you think.
I'll get back to you next week.
Yeah, just a few games. I'm sure you can get the gist of it off a few games. Carmen, you going to buy this game anytime soon? Ever?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
To be honest, if I wasn't a huge Friday the 13th fan, it wouldn't be on my radar at all.
Maybe if I saw it for like $20 or something. How much is it now?
I paid $25, but it was on like a Black Friday sale.
Okay.
Even with all these updates, I don't think it was worth $40 when it came out. I would have said 30 max. You know, if you're a big Friday the 13th fan, if you're just an average gamer, yeah, just wait till it's like 20 at most.
All right, sounds good. I'll take your word for it on that one, Jerry Bear. What did I call you in the chat the other day?
Jerry
Berry.
Jerry Berry. Yeah.
Jerry Berry.
Jerry Berry.
Jerry Berry. So that's really cool. I'm excited to hear about that, Jeremy. Carmen, I want you to kind of take the reins on this one about this fake Cuphead game that made it onto the Apple Store.
Yeah, so apparently these developers decided to port over Cuphead to iOS. And they copied the studio name. What's the studio that created Cuphead?
Studio MDHR.
Yeah, they made a play on that name as their developer name, and then it made it on there for a few hours before it got pulled down. But this game was atrocious. The opening screen was missing big chunks of pixels, in the picture of the two cups, Cuphead and Mugman standing there.
Oh man, I saw that.
If you go to Polygon, you can see the picture.
I saw that picture,
looks atrocious.
I thought that was just it wasn't finished loading or something.
No, that was the actual title screen.
Dude, that's ass.
Yeah. And I mean, they had the whole game over there, but it's it obviously wasn't working with touch controls. It still said press any button to move off the title screen, all these things. And they tweeted out saying, this is definitely fake, and then Apple cut it out of the store, which it should have never made it.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a free game, or were you having to pay 99 cents?
$4.99.
Oh, shit.
Fuck these assholes.
So I'm sure they fucking made some money, or they tried to make some money, and then Apple just fucking cut them off at the legs.
I would hope Apple had a way to, if anyone bought that, to just refund them and take all the money back from those dickheads.
Oh, I'm sure.
That pisses me
Oh
off.
man, that's fucking
They've done this
shitty.
before, though. These same people have done this before, because people did a lookup on their domains and whatnot, and found other games that they had tried this with.
That doesn't surprise me.
And I mean, I'd be cool with getting Cuphead, some form of Cuphead on the phone. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but I don't think you could do a direct port.
No, you can't. You can't do the game justice from the Xbox to the phone.
Exactly. It's too intricate. You need a controller. There's no way in hell you can play this with touch controls.
I know. I can barely beat levels with the controller. You guys will see soon.
I think the game style would go well on phones, the art style of it.
Yes.
But you're right. It can't be near as challenging as it is on the Xbox.
It'd be too damn challenging on iOS.
Yeah, it'd be impossible. Especially me with gorilla hands.
Yeah, it's you would need a controller. You would need some form of a controller. You would need all kinds of things to make this work. And it's just let it live where it lives, and let that be that. And let's not run it into let's not get excessive and ruin this.
Just release it on PS4 and Switch.
Amen to that.
Yes, I think it definitely needs to be ported over to the PS4, and definitely for the Switch. I think this game would work wonders on the Switch.
Unless Microsoft buys MDHR, then I think we'll see Cuphead on the PlayStation next year.
I don't know. Didn't they pay to have it made or something?
So what they did is I think they wrote them a check. I don't know if that's to release it on Microsoft first, to help them out, whatever it was. But they didn't buy the studio, and as far as I've heard and seen from all the articles, they don't have the rights to it. So by that logic, yeah, we could see this thing on PlayStation or Switch even.
Oh, if it gets announced for PS4, I'm pre-ordering it as soon as possible.
If I was Studio MDHR, I'd do that in a heartbeat because you'd make money hand over fist. Like you couldn't get the money in fast enough. I mean, this game's like winning accolades left and right. People who don't own an Xbox are probably dying to play it.
I mean, me and Christy were playing it. We were hanging out for one of our brothers, Paul's birthday, and we were at his apartment, and they had Cuphead, and Christy loved it. Christy was like, "Is this on the PlayStation?" I was like, "Unfortunately not." So it's like I almost want to just buy it just so I can play it with her.
Go get it, bro. Just go out, buy you a 1S, and call it a day.
Yeah, man. Something to think about.
Speaking of the buying a 1X, did you know, and I think I made this prediction a while back, and I really do. You dig through the archives, I think I said this. But Xbox is using PUBG as a selling point for consoles.
I'm pretty sure you did say this.
Now, I definitely didn't think about it in this context. They're trying to sell the Xbox One X with it. So if you buy an Xbox One X, you get a free copy of PUBG.
Whoop-de-doo, you get a crap port of it, like...
Yeah, like now...
It's terrible.
You get the absolute worst version.
What's today's date? We got the...
It's the 19th.
19th.
Tomorrow, PUBG is supposed to come out of early access and be a full game on PC.
And they're getting a kill cam.
Yeah. However, the Xbox version is kind of a janky piece of hot mess right now.
Like jankier and messier than the
absolutely.
PC version. And people are still fucking buying the shit out of it.
The game's a phenomenon. I mean, we talked about it so many times. Like, just this wave it created is, like, insane.
It's just, it rubs me the wrong way. It really does. It's like watching people go to see the Michael Bay Transformer movie and fucking eating it up, and you're sitting there going, "It's garbage. Just watch something else.
Please, God, no.
No more explosions."
But like, just like Jeremy, you sent us a text in the group chat the other day. Like, I think PUBG released like 48 hours before, and it already had over 1 million users.
Yes, sold 1 million copies in 3 days on Xbox.
That's insane. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, I remember we had that big, not argument, that heated debate a while back, and we were talking about it. That even blows away my expectations of it. So, I don't know. I'm still excited about the game. I think the game's fun, and I'm still going to buy it.
It's a game that you can have fun with. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
it's
definitely addicting.
In the way that you can have fun watching a really shitty movie.
No, I get what you're saying. I totally get what you mean.
I still think Fortnite's a better game.
I agree. Mechanically, visually, more of a complete game.
It's sound. It's solid.
Yeah, I think like mechanically, it's definitely a better game.
Yeah, if I was going to get either one of these, I would get Fortnite.
Well, Fortnite's free right now, and
so download it, Jeremy, and play with us.
Didn't say I was going to. Just say if
Split up with me, Dad.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. So, I mean, that was kind of everything we had in the news. It really, nothing too complicated. We had some exciting stuff. The DBZ stuff really got my blood boiling.
Oh, yeah.
In a good way.
In a good way. Yeah, in a great way. We got a few topics this week. We've been kind of at a loss the last few weeks, but we got some good stuff this week, so let's go ahead and kick that off. And I think we should start it with our most anticipated games of 2018. Now,
well, we all can agree. Dragon Ball FighterZ is on everybody's list.
Yes, okay. Absolutely. So, Dragon Ball FighterZ is.
So not counting that, what would your picks be? Or your pick, I should say. Just one. Just one.
I don't know if I can just... If it was just one, it would be God of War.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
But like in my head, I was like God of War, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man is mine. Like I was gonna go Last of Us, but man, that fucking Spider-Man game just looks crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery.
I don't think we're gonna see Last of Us this year.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's 2019.
I think it's 2018. I think we'll see it. I think we're gonna see it like towards like September or October. That's my estimation.
I can't do it. I can't get behind that one.
Can't get behind that.
I'm actually really looking forward to Far Cry 5 and Crackdown. I'm going to buy the new Crackdown.
I know they're making a Crackdown.
Yeah, Crackdown 3.
Okay.
Had a big campaign. Terry Crews is back in it.
That's Xbox only, right?
Yes, Xbox only, and it got delayed. Do you remember we were talking about? I was talking about it after E3.
Yeah,
and it got delayed and I think that they're going to make a better game out of it.
I remember you talking about that now. Yeah.
What about you, Carmen? You've been kind of quiet.
Oh well, I was just letting you guys jiggle each other's nuts in the corner.
Just jump right in here.
If I was going to be
being jiggled.
If I was going to be lofty, I would say Kingdom Hearts 3, but I don't think you're going to see that till 2019.
Come on, Carmen.
They're hyping it up. So if I could get my wish, it would be Kingdom Hearts 3, Far Cry 5 as an honorable mention, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Red Dead. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see your honorable mentions, but you won't see Kingdom Hearts till probably 2020 at the earliest.
I don't know that you'll see Red Dead.
It's going to come early 2019. I'm guessing February 2019, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Dude, I fucking love Square Enix. They're my boys, but they are not what you would call prompt.
No.
Here's the question: Would Kingdom Hearts 3 be a launch title for the PS5?
No.
No, it'll come out. It'll be PS4.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be PS4.
Okay.
Like, listen, if it's say they decide that they're going to launch the PS5 in 2019. If they decide to move Kingdom Hearts 3 to it, you won't see it till 2025.
I get to say because they want to make it actually work for the hardware.
Exactly.
I got you.
That's exactly what they did with Final Fantasy 15. It was going to be on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And then it got pushed back so much, they just said, fuck it, we'll just redo it completely for the PS4 and Xbox One. And it took like fucking 3 years after the console's launch before it even came out.
Wow. And think about how much time it was being cooked up before that.
Exactly.
Anthem looks really cool. Have you guys seen Anthem?
I can't. So I was so behind Anthem until all this debauchery with EA, and now I don't even know about if I'm excited about Anthem anymore.
I don't know.
I don't know.
If they leave out certain things, it's gonna be it'll be good. But if they follow their Battlefront 2 shit, they might as well hang it up.
Anthem is basically the answer to Destiny, supposedly. I mean, it's going to be the what would you call it? Destiny's competition, the Destiny clone.
I don't think EA has the strength of character and will to resist putting loot boxes in that game.
I don't know. They got too many fucking shareholders to keep happy.
They're gonna piss off their shareholders when no one buys the game.
People will buy it if EA puts their fucking stamp on it.
I
don't know. I think people proved with Battlefront.
Yeah,
they voted
Battlefront
with their wallet.
2 sold. Like, there's no... It's sold.
Really?
It definitely is sold, but it didn't even come close to the needs. They lost money. I don't know. I can't say they lost money.
I don't think they lost money, but they didn't reach their sale goals.
They definitely didn't reach their goals. They're not losing money, but this title in particular hurt them so bad. Not just it doesn't have to be financial. It all deals with PR and their image, everything.
Yeah, remember their stock
plummeted. They've had this shit image for years. It doesn't matter.
Dude, their stock plummeted like $3 billion after Battlefront 2. That fucking matters.
When you sent me the text, I checked their stock. They were up.
The stock was up, but they lost $3 billion in revenue because I read the article.
Oh, okay. That's still not good.
No.
Didn't have an effect on them.
They got hurt. Oh, it did. It absolutely did. If it didn't have an effect on them, they would have left it in there. They changed up their whole system. Like it definitely had an effect.
It had an effect because they had Disney come down and tell them to remove the goddamn loot boxes for a few days.
So, I mean, does it go forward? I don't know. People are still going to buy Maddens and FIFAs and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But, I think they've got a little bit of making up to do, a little bit of ass kissing to do.
A little bit.
Who knows? I mean, I agree with Carmen on the fact that the people are going to buy their shit, for sure.
Oh, I agree, too. People are fucking stupid.
But, I don't know. That was one of the biggest debacles in gaming history, for whatever reason.
Oh, actually, it was, really.
Yeah, that thing got so huge.
I knew they were going to fuck it up, but my God, it was amazing to watch.
It was funny. Rob came over one night. Rob bought the game, our friend Rob. And he was drinking with me. And I was like slamming this game. And everything he would say, I would just like shut him down instantly. Like I felt so bad because I was just talking stone cold shit about it. And like
You're
eventually,
firing off all our points.
yeah, like eventually he was just like, "Fuck it, I can't even talk about it." Eventually, he just had to resort to, "I like the game," and I was like, "That's perfectly okay."
You're entitled to that.
But that's all I can like. I don't. That's basically what I'm really thinking about. Like the Spider-Man and God of War, obviously, because I'm a PlayStation nerd. I really would want to play Days Gone.
I don't think it's gonna be. Is that even gonna be out next year? You think?
I don't. That's like I said. If it's not really playable, or they're not bringing it to the trade shows yet. I doubt it.
I don't think it's covered either.
But 2018 is gonna be another fantastic year for gaming. I can start.
Oh fuck yeah!
A lot of good shit coming. Either of you hyped for a Monster Hunter?
I want to be. I want to be, but I just, like I said, I played Monster Hunter and I couldn't get into it before.
I've never played one, so I would like to jump in and try it.
You might like it, Cam. It's one of those online games that has no end. You just keep grinding and getting new gear and shit. It's very much like Destiny.
I didn't like Evolve.
Well, Evolve was bullshit, for one.
Okay, I knew it was shitty, but it's like the same concept, right?
Well, yes and no. In Monster Hunter, this is open world. You don't have to build a team. You're definitely going to be benefited by going in with people, but you don't have to. You can go alone if you want. You're not confined to hunting just one monster. You hunt multiple monsters. You kill them. You get parts to make new weapons and armor and shit, and just add repeat. There's like a community. It's more like Destiny, I would say, than Evolve.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
That kind of makes it sound a little bit more up my alley for sure.
Yeah, I said if I were you, I would play the beta and see what you think.
Yeah, I think it comes out pretty soon too.
I think it's available for preload right now.
And I think they're doing a open to everybody beta.
Yeah, even without PS Plus.
That's right. Okay, I might give it a shot, and I'll report back and see how it goes. But yeah, that's about it for my anticipated games. I mean, I think we're gonna have some doozies that we weren't expecting.
Oh yeah, there'll be some surprises.
So Jeremy gave us a really good topic, and it's actually kind of a hard one to think about. But he wanted to know, for us, what are some gaming rumors that we got super hyped about that ended up not being true, or that we bought into that didn't happen? Is that about the gist of it, Jeremy?
Yeah. Now I'll go first so you can get an idea exactly what I'm talking about. I got two in particular. One was I fell for an April Fool's prank that I think it was in, I want to say GamePro magazine, where in the original Resident Evil on PlayStation 1, they said that there was a way that you could play as Akuma in the game. They even had screenshots of it. And I think if I remember correctly, they said you had to beat the game on the hardest difficulty, I think in less than 2 hours without dying. And when you did, you would get a password, and you then had to make your way back to the facility underneath the lab, and you would find a test tube with Akuma in it, input the password, and then Akuma would break free, and you got to play as him, and you had to work your way from the basement up to the top and escape. And it showed him, like, you could do, like, Gadoukens and shit and Street Fighter moves to, like, just insta-kill zombies. It looked so fucking cool, and I was so pissed when I found out that it wasn't true.
I have never heard of that.
Oh, I remember it vividly. I was so mad. Like I said, because there were screen caps. I was like, this has got to be real. It's in a magazine. There's screenshots, and it just turned out to be fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
False.
But another one I fell for, and this one was a lot more realistic. It was for Final Fantasy VI. I think I read it on the internet. There's a character in the game named General Leo, he's a character you can only play as one time for one battle. He's like super fucking OP. He gets to attack 4 times in a row. He has a special attack that deals massive damage to all enemies on screen, free of charge. Just an absolute fucking beast. And I heard that there was a glitch you could do to have him permanently in your party for the entire game, where you had to go to Zozo, and you had to fight an enemy called a Gobbledygook. It's like this little hunchback-looking character, and you had to cast the invisible spell on him, which turns him invisible and makes him immune to all physical attacks, and then you had to attack him 100 times in a single battle, and then afterwards the game would glitch out, and your 4th party member slot would transform into General Leo. I did it. Took me about an hour to sit through all that and wait for my active time battle, and nothing happened. I kept hitting. I kept hitting. Nothing happened. I was just like, fuck. Wasted an hour of my life.
Damn.
I was pissed, yeah.
That's shitty.
Yeah.
That is shitty.
Internet lied. It's
Yes.
unprecedented.
No.
First time in the history of the internet something was false on there.
No, the internet lying. No, get out of here. Oh man, go ahead, Carmen.
I've got 2.
Go for it.
So I definitely fell for this in Pokemon Red and Blue that Mew was under the truck.
Oh, that's
At
classic.
the
Oh my
SSN.
god, that's what I was gonna say.
That's a classic.
God, that's what I was gonna say.
That's a classic one. It's like, for the longest time, you always heard, like, you can get Mew, you gotta have Surf, you get up there, you need to push the truck with somebody with strength, or you need to cut the tire, or whatever it was. And everybody did it, and you never got it. You never got Mew. Mew's not in the game.
Well, you know
Definitely a real Pokemon.
you want to know what pisses you off is I did have Mew in blue. I still have my cartridge.
It's because you cheated.
Yes, someone. The thing was, Nintendo Power held a contest, and I think it was like 25 winners. You were selected. You mailed them your Pokemon card, and they would actually put it in there. And then people went around and started trading them, and I think someone found a way to duplicate them. And a buddy of mine had it, and he traded me one.
Oh, that's sick.
Wow,
Dude,
that's sick.
and dude, she's OP as fuck. That's all I can say.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
If
my
your battery died in it, though, you probably lost it.
I know. Yeah, I haven't booted it up in forever, so I have no idea if it's still good or not.
And then the other one that I have, the other rumor that I have, is that you could get in Peach's Castle in Mario Kart 64. You definitely can. You could drive close to it, but you can't get in.
I think I remember that one too. I tried it.
Everybody said that, and then you
Yeah.
fucking ball out and you go to a dead end. You know how deflating that is? You're like, well, what did I do wrong? Do I jump the fence? Oh, I can't jump the fence. I can only hop an inch off the ground.
I thought for a second you were going to talk about the whole Luigi being in Mario 64.
No, that's a good one, too, though. Like, why not? Why wasn't he in the damn game? You put him in every other fucking game. Luigi's the man. Fuck Mario.
Yoshi's even in the game. He's up on the roof of the castle. Gives you a bunch of lives. They could have put
Fuck
Luigi
Yoshi.
in there.
Fuck Mario. Luigi all the way. It's my favorite.
Man, I don't know, man. Waluigi's the dude.
Well, I took your rumor, Cam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was actually so. I don't know. Like, I don't really recall a lot of these as a kid, or like because that's when I would have been like really dumb to try a lot of this stuff. But I really did get super into Pokemon for the longest time, and that's why I thought about that. But there was a couple other Pokemon rumors that I remember. Like, back in the day, they said that Magikarp, who would come with that splash attack, it could like one shot people every once in a while. Like, had like a 2% chance to one shot somebody.
Well,
So you would just splash for days?
Yeah, just fucking splashing. Like, dude, it never happened. Like, Magikarp's the weakest dude in the world till he transforms.
That's got to be a meme. Splash for days.
Splash for days.
Oh, that's
Somebody
awesome.
make it. Somebody listening, make it. Make it happen. Tweet me at Carmen T. Or
Splash.
at Hella Average Carmen T. I don't remember.
Hell, average Carmen T, I think.
Oh, thanks.
But that counts. That's definitely a rumor you fell for.
You want to
Yeah,
know,
but the
Cam,
two-
Cam was probably the kid falling for all like the fake game announcements.
Yeah, like I remember, God, I'm trying to really think.
Do you remember the nude code for Tomb Raider?
No, but I remember being told that there was a nude code for, was it Dead or Alive, the volleyball game?
Okay, I heard about one for Mortal Kombat where you could have like Sonya be naked. That was another rumor. I'm sure there was rumors for nude codes for Dead or Alive.
But I don't think there was actually nudes. I think that later on people modded it, but I don't think there was actually
Oh no, no,
code for it.
no! There was never a code. That's all
Yeah.
mods.
I kind
I've-
of remember that.
Yeah, I've seen those mods for research purposes, and they're just mods.
For research purposes.
Yeah, just mods. I did not play with myself or masturbate at all to any of these images.
No, I got no gratification whatsoever.
I
But
don't
yeah, the
trust either
biggest
one
one,
of you
the
dirty fucks.
you probably don't want to know. In all honesty,
really
you probably
don't.
just shouldn't ask.
I'm not gonna.
But yeah, like the biggest one I remember was Mew being in that fucking truck in that town. Was it like Mount something? I can't
Oh,
remember.
man. I can't believe I forgot about that until Carmen mentioned it. That was like one of the biggest hoaxes in video game history.
Man, that was freaking awesome.
Oh, that pissed off many a Pokeboy.
A Pokeboy.
Pokeboy.
You can be a good Pokeboy.
Are you a poke boy or a poke girl?
The last thing we've got here on our list came from Megan, our good friend over at The Subject Tonight. Go check them out if you don't already. She was dying for us to talk about this game last week, but she tweeted us like while we're doing the show, or like right after the show, so we missed it. But it's this game called A Way Out, and it premiered at E3. I remember getting kind of hyped about it in our E3 extravaganza. I think I had all my notes, and it was in there. But what this game is a co-op game. It can be online or couch co-op, and you're two people, and basically you're in prison and you're breaking out. But you have to work together. You know, like say it's me and you playing. You can go into the kitchen and, I don't know, steal a uniform or whatever it is, and I need to go and start chiseling the wall or go out in the yard and start, you know, digging a hole, whatever it is. So the goal is you're both working different puzzles or different parts of the prison to then break out together. Jeremy
I'm pretty
said,
stoked about it.
Yeah, I am too. Like, so the mechanics of it seem cool. Like, this seems like a really cool game. Just the two-player aspect of it. But Jeremy said there was a game that was like it already. What was that game, Jeremy?
Brother, A Tale of Two Sons, where you had to control the older brother and the younger brother, and they had to solve puzzles together. And this reminds me a lot of it. Another game it also reminded me of, you may remember, called Army of Two, which was on the PS3 and Xbox 360. I did too. Although the first one, it was a bit rough because it hadn't kind of gotten the whole co-op thing down. The second one, 40th Day, was much better, and the Devil's Cartel was pretty good. And I can foresee this game, it's either going to do really good, like Brother, Tale of Two Sons did, or it's going to not do that good like the first Army of Two. Depends how well they implement the co-op aspect. Also, I have a big question, is there any replay value to this? Is this just like you're breaking out of one prison and then that's it? Or is it like multiple prisons? Are they randomly generated? You know, are there multiple ways out that you can do this? You know, I got more questions that need answers.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot, obviously. What I was wondering is, like, let's say you're working on a campaign with your friend. I'm working on a campaign with Carmen online. What if I want to jump on and he's not on? Does the progress that I make carry into the game? Kind of like a Minecraft situation, you know what I'm saying?
I think it does. I've played games like that where it's like drop in, drop out co-op. It's just all your save file, basically. Like say you buy the game, and then like, are you saying like you and Carmen both own the game? You're playing online?
Yeah, like, or let's say I just bought the game and I think you can share this. I don't think you both have to have it, but regardless.
Yeah, no, you can share.
Okay, yeah. So let's say that we have our prison, like our World 1, and we've got to, you know, a certain point on World 1, and I get on without Carmen on and do an extra step or do something.
Well, then
the next time that he logs in, is it going to be there?
Yeah, I think it's the computer's going to control the second your buddy, and then when Carmen logs on, he can just kind of take control of the other guy. Just pop in. That's how I would think it would do. It would be absolutely shit if like you're close to breaking out or finishing this level, and Carmen pops in, is like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" and he boot your ass back into prison.
Yeah, that would be some shit.
Oh, good try. See you later.
Or like,
GG, well played.
or like you're sneaking around behind a guard, and like all of a sudden like he pops in and the game fucks up, and the guard sees you and it's game over or something. Like I would think it would have a way to correct for that. Or I hope it would have a way to correct for that.
I have really high hopes for this game. This is a game that definitely stuck out to me on my E3 binge watching event that I had.
This is a game with promise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it just
absolutely.
We just have to see if it holds up to it, and hopefully they don't Sean Murray it up.
I really hope the longevity's there. That's like the make or break for me.
I tell you, if this thing has like randomly generated levels, or even better, a level editor where you can make your own prisons for other people to break out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, then you'd really have a game there.
Jeremy, you just struck gold. They're gonna take our idea and make money off of
it. Just mail your royalties to me.
It would be Jeremy. So trollish. Those fucking stages would be so
trolly.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen those like fucking insane levels on Mario Maker where it's just super precise. You gotta kick fucking turtle shells, bounce off of them midair. The whole floor is nothing but lava and piranha plants and shit. You're gonna see shit like that.
Can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, I hope that our touching on it is what you needed, Megan. But this game is, out of the probably hundreds of games that, I've heard about and seen a little bit of, this is definitely one that ranks in the top of something I want to hear more about. So we will see, and we'll definitely keep you updated on it. So I'm out. There's nothing left. Is that it, guys? Have we came to the end?
I think we're spent.
I think we are too. I think that you should go check out Select Start. This week, I think we're playing one of the most fucked up fighting games ever.
Yeah, we're playing J-Stars.
Oh, I just watched it today. I forgot all about that creepy monkey baby.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so fucking scary.
Oh, what the fuck?
If you want to know what we're talking about, go check it out on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, like everything else. And after the beginning of the year, I think we should get some Antiquity coming back at you. And then I'll let Carmen give the rest of the rundown because he's so good at it. So go ahead and hit him.
If you want to check out any news that we're posting, new releases, all of our content, go to helloaveragegaming.com. We need you to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. You're going to be able to get the Games Cast. You're going to be able to get Select Start. Antiquity's coming back. I'm sure we're going to cook up a new show in 2018. Just give us some time. Follow us on SoundCloud and Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. That's where the podcast is going to be. And if you want us to buy Christmas gifts for our family, support us on Patreon. And have a Merry Christmas and stay hella average.
Goodbye.
So long.